Hey, what's going on, guys? It's John back with another Maverick City tutorial. Today we are going to be doing the newly released Never Leave, just dropped by Maverick City about 2 hours or so ago. So let's go on ahead and jump right into this video. This song is really super simple. There's really only 3 main parts to it that repeat, and let's go on ahead and get started. This song is going to be in the key of D flat, so make sure you know your D flat major scale, and make sure you know your all your chords in the key of D flat. Let's go on ahead and get started. Okay, so that's really the main part of the song. There's one more part after this, but I wanted to play it out all the way through just so you guys can get a feel for the song. So the very first thing that they're doing there in the verses, they're pretty much vamping on that 1 chord, okay? Okay, and if you guys have been following all of my lessons, you'll know that some of these concepts are going to be really simple. So on that 1 chord, the chord that I'm pivoting between is I'm pivoting between a 4 chord and a 1 chord. Okay, but what I'm doing is that I'm actually playing my 4 chord, but I'm playing it in second inversion. Okay, so that it's like this. The only thing that I'm doing different is that I took the 5 and I moved it down here. Okay, because then when I go to my 1 chord in root position, I just move these 2 notes. Okay, and essentially what this little movement is doing is giving you a sus4 sound. So if I were to just play it as a 1 sus4, it would sound like this. But that's not quite what they're doing there. They're actually playing that inverted 4, because you have that note there as well. Okay, so the beginning of a song is very simple. This is on the 1 chord. Remember to use the scale to lead in. Okay, now for the chorus part. The chorus part is going to be a 4, 1, 6, 5. If you guys watch my Man of Your Word tutorial, this will really sound familiar, and it almost kind of sounds like the 2 songs can flow right into one another. But yeah, the feel and the chords are pretty much identical. So on that 4 chord, I'm playing it in root position. Really simple. A lot of the chords that I'm playing in this song are going to be in root position. Only thing that I'm adding is my 9th right there in the middle. Okay, and when I play that chord, I like to do a little grace note into my B flat here. Okay, and the way that I'm achieving that is that I'm playing my A flat and D flat of that chord first before I play that B flat. Just like that. I hope that makes sense. And I do the same thing down here. When I get to my root position 1 chord, it's in root position. This is my target note, and the 2 notes that I'm hitting before it is going to be that E flat and this A flat. Okay. In one of my previous videos, I told you guys about this type of movement that I'm doing here. That's essentially what I'm doing. Okay, so hopefully you guys can add that in your repertoire as well. Okay. and root position. So I got a root position 4 chord, root position 1 chord, then it goes to the 6. Okay, what I'm doing here on this 6 chord, and you may see me play different things here and there depending on how easy it is for me to play it at the time, but essentially you can get away with just playing a shell. Okay, so I've got my 6 down here, and normally a 6 would look like this. Okay, the only thing that I'm doing is that I am actually putting the 7th, which is down here. Okay, so rather than playing the 1, I'm playing the 7 of that chord. So it's a B flat minor 7. And I'm not playing the F. Okay, I'm omitting the 5th note. That's the only thing that I'm doing. So this chord is really, really simple. Okay, when I lead up to that 6th chord, what I like to do is do just like how I showed you in the previous video that I did yesterday about walking up to that 6th chord. Remember, my target note is going to be this note, and I'm walking it up from this B flat. Okay. Okay. One thing that you can do if that's a little bit too complicated for you is just play your B flat minor chord in a, I believe this would be 2nd inversion as well. Okay. To keep it simple. And then when you go to your 5 chord, you want to do a sus4 chord, okay? Remember, this is my root position 5 chord, sus4 just means that I take my 3rd and move it up to the 4. Okay? One thing that you'll also hear throughout this this song is that they like to play a cluster sometimes on that 5, which is also something that they do in Man of Your Word as well for that 5 chord. They play that cluster. So essentially what I'm doing is that I'm playing a root position and I'm adding that 11th in there. Okay? So I'll play that chorus all the way through one more time again for you now that we've broken it down. Let's go on ahead and play it through with them.
Leave me a song, and then the sun came rising, and I sang all day long. Now I'm a testimony, said I'm living proof that what he did for me, he will do it for you. You said that you would never leave. And I know that you are here with me. You said that you would never leave. And I know that you are here with me. Whether I come or go, in heaven or hell below, you ain't going anywhere. You ain't going anywhere. Seasons come and seasons go, but one thing I know for sure, you ain't going anywhere. I know you ain't going anywhere. Whether I come or go, in heaven or hell below, you ain't going anywhere. No, you ain't going anywhere. Seasons come and seasons go, but one thing I know for sure, you ain't going anywhere. No, you ain't going anywhere.
Okay, so what they do there is they kind of do like an alternate chord progression there. So the normal chord progression is going to be a 4, 1, 6, 5, right? So what they do there is that they kind of do a little bit of an alter. So we do a 4, then they do a 3. Okay, they replace the 1 with a 3 chord, which is very, very common. If you ever want to get out of that monotony of always going to the 1, you can play a 3 in place of the 1. It's a good substitute. So they do a 4, 3, then they do a 6, 5. Then what they do is they go to a 2. So here's the thing. They're replacing the 2 with the 4 now, okay? So if you ever want to substitute that 4 chord, a 2 is a good option. So now that we're replacing the 4 with a 2, we go to the 3 again, which is replacing the 1, and then it does the 6. to the 5. So that whole thing uninterrupted. 4, 3, 6, 5, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so what I'm doing there on those chords is my 4 chord is the same. Your 3 chord, what I'm doing there is I'm kind of just playing a 5 chord with my 3 in the bass. Okay, or you can do an inverted 1. This would be second inversion as well. Second inversion 1 chord with a 3 in the bass, which is very common. We've talked about that before on the channel. And of course, your 6 and the 5 are going to be exactly the same, like how we've been playing during the song. Your 2 chord is very, very simple. Okay, it's just going to be a 4 chord with my 2 in the bass. Okay, and again, all the little nuances and things that we've discussed before, adding the 9th in the middle, doubling up over here. Really, really simple.
You said that you would never.
Now that ramp, you keep going back to the 2, 3, 6, 5.
You said that you would never. That's what you said. I know that you
This song is very, very simple. Like I said, really, really basic parts. So as far as the tutorial is concerned, that is pretty much the entire song. There's a couple of things there that they do at the end, but it's all using the same motifs that we've been doing throughout this video. So I challenge you to listen to this rest of this video. Go to TRIBL's channel and listen to this song again and try to see if you can figure out those ending parts there for yourself so that you can implement and practice using some of the techniques and things that I've been showing you throughout the videos on my channel. One thing that I did want to touch on that I haven't touched on throughout this video is that I'm using a lot of the scale to my advantage. Okay, this will probably be a very good instance where playing the scale straight actually helps me out. A lot of the lines that I'm doing in this song are actually me just moving up the scale in a linear fashion. And a lot of the times it happens when I go to the 6. Okay? That really, really helps out. Really simple. And the thing that I'm doing is that I'm playing the scale, but I'm just starting from a different note, okay? When I go to my 6 chord, sometimes I'm starting from the 3, or sometimes I'm starting from the 4, but essentially I'm playing it in a linear fashion without skipping any notes or nothing. So if you guys were wondering what would be a situation where playing the scale in a linear fashion would actually be tasteful or helpful, that could be one example for you guys. Use the scale to your advantage. I know that D flat may not be a great key for everyone. It's still kind of shaky for me, and I still have to practice with that key. But that is the tutorial for this particular song. If you guys want to see more videos like this, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified the next time that I post a video. Be on the lookout for 2 more videos coming the end of this week. I'm on a roll with this whole daily posting thing, and it has really been firing me up seeing you guys kind of respond in the views and the comments. So it's really been great, and I plan to keep on going. So be sure to let me know down in the comments if you have any questions in regards to anything that I went through in this video. Remember to like and share this video if it was helpful to you. Links down in the description if you want to help support the channel, or if you want to email me and we can just chit chat about either private lessons, or if you have any questions not pertaining to this video. But that's going to be it. You guys have a good one.